Hi, I'm Gary Striegler, the president of Striegler & Associates Custom Home Builders. I started working in the building business about 35 years ago for my dad. Over the years, I've gotten to write a lot of articles for Fine Home Building magazine and the Journal of Light Construction. I also get to teach at the Mark Adams School of Woodworking in Indiana. About 15 years ago, I got my first Woodmaster, and it's really changed the way I do things. It set my career in the right direction. One of the things I enjoy doing most is making curved molding, and it really separates me from the crowd. Sometimes people ask me, well, why do you make your own curved molding? And what I tell them is, well, if you can demonstrate that you can make a piece of curved molding, it's like having a PhD in woodworking. It really separates me from my competition. And the Woodmaster also lets me make a lot of special moldings for my clients. If they want something in cherry or oak, if they want a profile that's maybe different than they can see anywhere else at the lumberyard or at Home Depot or Lowe's, I can give it to them. I've had clients bring me a sample of a piece of molding that came from their grandmother's house and say, this is the molding I want to have in my house. And with Woodmaster, I can do that. All I have to do is send them a sample of the molding, or sometimes even just a drawing that's to scale, and they can get me the knife. One of the things I really like about Woodmaster is I'm still dealing with the same guys that I dealt with 15 years ago. The company's really stable, and all the people just have great knowledge about the products. Their customer service is incredible, and they're in Kansas City, Missouri, so any shipping time is really short, and they just know the products that they sell. When I was getting ready to buy my first machine, one of the things that really attracted me to the Woodmaster is just how easy it is to set the knives. This is a curved blank that's ready to be made into a piece of molding. In about 5 minutes with the Woodmaster, I can go from this to an incredible piece of curved molding. Just watch this. I like to run a single knife in the planer head, so all I have to do is send a profile to them or order one of their stock profiles, and they'll send me this knife with an aluminum gib and then balancers so that everything's perfectly balanced. It's really easy to set up a single knife. I can take an employee, spend about 5 minutes training him, and he'll be able to run the machine, he'll be able to do setups, and I can go off and do something else while he continues to run the machine. Now, sometimes I might even have a knife as big as 12 inches, and yet they still send me a knife that's balanced. It's just as easy to set up as one of the smaller knives. If you're really doing a big production run, you could also run 3 knives in this planer head, or for smaller knives, if you want to, they offer a custom knife holder that you can put in the machine. I've done that over 1,000 times, and it still excites me every time I see that piece of molding coming out of the end. One of the things that I really like about the Woodmaster too is the fact that the feed rollers handle the material. I don't have to get my hands anywhere near the knife, and it's automatic. Once I start the piece in, I could stand here and drink a cup of coffee while the machine does all the work. The variable speed lets me choose how quickly, how many knife cuts I want per inch, and I just get really great quality. So whether woodworking is your passion or you make your living working with wood, you'll be amazed how quickly you'll be doing projects you never dreamed you could using Woodmaster tools. 15 years ago, when I was getting ready to buy my first Woodmaster, I really kind of fretted over the decision. It was the biggest tool purchase I'd ever thought about making. I've never regretted a minute. Actually, I wish I'd done it about 5 years sooner. It's one of the best tool purchases I've ever made. As my business continued to grow, as people saw the kind of things that I could do, I bought 2 more, and I also bought a sander. One of the jobs in the shop that no one gets excited about is sanding. And if you're not careful, if someone doesn't know what they're doing, you can ruin a lot of good wood really quick. After I'd had my Woodmaster Planer molder for about 5 years, I started thinking, man, I want to get one of those sanders. So we bought this sander, and it really has made a difference in the shop. A lot of the things that we assemble need to be sanded and precisely the same thickness before we put them together, and this Woodmaster really does that for us. Speeds us up, and yet we still get a better quality product. And one of the things that I like, I can have a guy that's maybe not a master craftsman run the equipment, and he's saving me time and making me money. That's true of the sander and also the planer molder. The equipment's really easy to operate, it's really straightforward, so just about anybody can work with it. Whether you're going to make curved moldings or just straight moldings, this machine can make you money and it'll let you do work that you're really proud of.